Hey guys, Bruce here from Cincy Slots. What do you know? It's Monday and we have some new cars to show y'all. So let's get rolling. From Scalextric, they have released their Ferrari 1967 Daytona triple pack. It is a limited edition. Take this off real quick. This is the front of the box. It's got all three cars, of course, and then these are the cars. Very nicely done. The number 23 car does not look very safe if he flips over, but that's how they did it in those days, I suppose. Let's see. Yeah, they're limited to 2,000, and each one comes with the number of the car or the card for that particular box. And you got your dust cover. There's that one. And the other box set is the 78 Swedish Grand Prix twin pack. For whatever reason, this one's limited to 3,000. And this one's pretty cool because take this guy out of here. You have, oops, wrong way. There's the cars. There's this one. Little and ready action. And now, if you know these cars, got this little, and when the wheels spin, so does that. It's got the fan going. That's a pretty cool little feature. It also comes with this little plate here. Since I just opened it up, I'm assuming it is a cover for the back here. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like these when I saw the picture, the stock photo, if you will. But these are actually pretty cool. This one looks a lot like the fly slot version, but I mean, it's nice and clean lines on the pinstriping, and wheels or the tires feel pretty grippy. But yeah, there you go. Kind of a cool little feature that they incorporated into that. Let me get this put back. And all of these are already available on our website, CincySlots.com, if you want one. And the next couple cars, we have another one of the Brabham, but this one is just your standard. Doesn't have your cool little turbo fan thing. These are not digital ready, according to the legend at the bottom. But they did really well. I like them a lot more, like I said, than I did in the stock photo. And if you have a drinking problem, you might not want to get this Martini or Rossi. It may get you drinking again, as it says right here. It's kind of crazy that they got to put that on there, but I guess there are impressionable little minds playing with them sometimes. Usually it's old people like me. And the last one from Scalextric, I believe, yeah, is the Subaru Impreza WRX rally car. Looks nice. Looks a lot nicer than ones in the past. It's hard to tell on the hood, but the side looks like, because you can see a little bit of orange peel. I think that's a decal, and they cleared over it, rather, well, a water slide decal most likely. It'd be a really super thin sticker, but you can kind of see it in there. I'm thinking this one, I don't know why they wouldn't have just painted it like all the rest, but in this one, I'm gonna take it off. Curious if it's, yeah, okay. This is 4-wheel drive, and you can see the band in there going to the front. I've never really messed with rubber band 4-wheel drive type stuff. I just wonder if it really does any good, or like you see those guys that have the snow and dirt rally tracks that they made, and they sprinkle like that cocoa powder or flour to make it more realistic. I just wonder if a 4-wheel drive car performs better than a 2-wheel, or if they're all pretty much the same. We're going to move on to Slot.it. For those of you who are looking for somewhat complicated in the beginning, but I think it's just an excellent controller, is this Slot.it SEP2. It does allow you to have analog, digital, and oxygen cartridges that fit just in this area here. And then these dials, you have, you know, a timed break, a percentage break. This one, you can turn it, the yellow one, and it's kind of like a mid-range. So the way I use it is, I find is I'll hold my finger at a constant, and then I'll turn that dial, and when I'm going around the turn, I turn it to where the car is still carrying pretty good speed, but it's not flying off. And it helps you, like, you know, between, you know, normally you're gonna have to be all, you know, get out of it pretty far, where this way you can still pull the trigger and carry a pretty constant speed. And then this one is your, like, launch control, how much power gets sent and when. And then the curve max is probably the most difficult one, at least for me, to get tuned in there. And then you have, you know, if you had the digital cartridge, you'd have your lane change buttons there, and your, like, emergency brake button here. So if you've not used one of these, I highly recommend finding somebody that has one so you can test it out, because they are great controllers. The only thing that's kind of good and bad is they don't come with any ends on the wires. You got to make your own or find your own. So I just use alligator clips, and then of course the black, red, and white little rubber covers for them. But I can't recommend this one enough. It's a great controller. And then we have 3 Slot.its that were released. One is another Maserati, and comes with a wing in the bottom. It comes with set screws, a wrench, a digital chip mount, and 2 aluminum wheels. I believe these are plastic wheels on the back, so they put the aluminum wheels underneath My guess is it was done after manufacturing, before they realized what happened. So the easiest way to rectify that problem is just to throw them in the bottom. The inserts are gonna fit without a problem. So you don't have to worry about that. Just pop them off, put these on, and you're good to go. It's a pretty nice car though. I don't notice a lot of people buying the Maserati, but it's pretty, I think they're pretty sweet. Then we have a new DTM that's out. Another Opel with the, I always destroy that when I try to say it, but it's basically a German beer. Old Spice on the hood. When you get this car, like this one, most of them have that shrink wrap around them. This one is sent with just a bag, and it kind of, and I'm assuming they did that because they had to unshrink wrap them all to put the parts in it. So if you get one and it's not shrink wrapped, don't call the dealer and complain, because that's how we got it. It's not used, it's just different. And the last one from Slot.it is the new Newman Porsche 956. It's a high tail. It's very nice. I think this is the third rendition, maybe fourth, but I think the third rendition of this car, or this brand, I should say. But as always, Slot.it does a great job on everything. And last are the two poly cars. You have the Ferrari 412. It's from Le Mans 67, so you should be able to match it up with your Scalextric ones from 67. And these will be available on our page later tonight. And the last one is this vintage F1. It says Marlboro on it. I don't know. Hope I can resist the urge to smoke. They've done a lot of really cool ones, and this is just as cool. Kind of like that, what would you call it, a catfish type nose, mouth. Not crazy about the rear wheel, but I'm sure that's exactly how it was when it raced, so. But yeah, there you go. Bunch of fantastic new models. If you want any of these, have any questions, feel free to ask below. If you want them, you can buy them on our website, cincyslots.com. Keep in mind, get some super tires when you buy them. And it's going to make the stock rubber ones run a lot better than the stock rubber ones. I think that's about it. Going to be posting these online for sale. They're mostly Tamiya model kits. I gotta get those on down the road, and I'm excited for winter because I can be inside a little bit and get some of the reviews of cars that I started in the spring and just happen to get put off till now. So especially this one, which by the time I get around to doing a review on it, they're probably not even going to be available anymore. But look how simple that is though. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting this one on the track. It still has yet to turn a single lap, but it'll get there. We'll get her going. Alright, thanks for watching. Have a good night. Again, if you need anything, look up cincyslots.com. Thanks.